Hey y'all, today I want to talk about releasing the past. I want to talk about different ways that the past can come up for us, what to do when the past does present itself to us, and how to release the past for good, okay? So if you're interested, stick around and let's get into it. So, this kind of prompted, I was kind of prompted to talk about this today very unexpectedly. I woke up and for the past few days I've been having these thoughts about something from my past. And this is something that I felt like I had worked through, I had healed from, something that I felt like no longer bothered me in my present day reality, right? So I was so confused and I was trying to figure out like, why is this coming up for me after so many years? Like, why are these things being so prominent for the past 2 days? So I set my intention to gain some clarity, right? I asked the angels to assist me in gaining clarity around whatever this issue is, like why this is coming up for me. And the clarity came. At first I thought, maybe I didn't heal from it. Maybe these things are like subconsciously bothering me on some level. But then I was like, no, I really feel like there's another reason. And I feel like the reason is, you know how people say, well, the universe puts us in situations to test us. I don't believe that the universe does test us. I believe that the universe sends us things in order to grow, right? Sends us situations in order for us to grow from. So in the past with this situation, I kind of just shut it out. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm never going to address this again. I don't care that much. I suppressed it, in short. I suppressed my emotions around the situation. And now I'm in a place where I have grown spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And I feel like the universe brought that back around to me, kind of full circle, for me to address it from a different point of view, from an elevated mental, spiritual, and emotional point of view. And that's exactly what I did with it. First I was like, all right, it's here. I understand why it's here. What do I do with it? Things come up for us to heal them. So I did some energy work around it. I actually did some energy work on a past version of myself in that. And in doing that, I was able to finally release it. So at the end of this conversation, at the end of this video, I'm going to do some energy healing for you, for a past version of yourself that it is time for you to release for good, okay? So let's talk about why the past continuously comes up. The main reason that the past is coming up is for it to be healed and released. It can also come up if it is affecting your present day life in a way that's not in alignment with you growing, right, negatively. And it also comes up if we are still holding on to those beliefs, mindsets, and feelings that we attach to the past, right? If you are still believing, let's say you did something horrible in the past, right? If you are still believing that you are that horrible person, then it's gonna continue to come up because that's not your truth. And you have to release that. And until you release it, it's gonna present itself. And it can show up as dreams. It can show up in the people that you interact with, the people that you attract into your life. But it's going to continue to come up for you. So that's why it mainly comes up, because it needs to be healed and it needs to be released. It's something that you have suppressed or repressed, or something that just is not yours to hold on to. So when the past does present itself to us in the form of thoughts, people, beliefs, emotions, what do we do with that? What do we do with that? You automatically want to look for the lesson. Like, how did this help me grow? How can this help me grow? What can I take from this that I didn't see before, right? What can I take from this that I didn't see before? Ask yourself those questions. You definitely do not want to relive it. If something is coming up, it is not coming up for you to sit in those emotions, to relive that circumstance, to relive that situation. It's not there for you to hold yourself hostage and frozen in time. Okay, that's not why it's coming up. It's coming up to let you know that this is something that you need to release. So, ask yourself, how is this affecting me presently? Is this affecting me presently? And if so, how is this affecting me presently? Write these down and really write about it. Journal it. The wheels start turning. Once you start writing, the wheels of your subconscious, the wheels of your higher self, they will start turning. Okay? So you're going to ask yourself, is this affecting me presently? If so, how is this affecting me presently? Am I holding on to beliefs, feelings, and emotions from this past situation? And if so, what are those beliefs, feelings, and emotions? Then you're gonna look at them, you're gonna say, is this even true for me? Like, is this truly what I believe? Is this truly how I feel today? Then you're going to ask yourself, why? Like, why is this here? Why did this come up for me right here, right now? Write about it. You will be surprised at what comes through when you write about this. You're not going to fall into that same energy that you had before. Because the past really just, the past, whatever the situation is, the past situation came to help you to evolve in some kind of way, to help you grow in some kind of way. So once you've done that, once you have written these questions down, once you've written about it and you have a sense of clarity on why this is here for you, you're going to have to release it. You have to release the past. Well, how do I release the past? I'm glad you asked. First, you have to accept it. Whatever it was, whether it was something good, something bad, someone good, someone bad, and we're gonna talk about that in a minute too. You have to release it. You have to accept it. Okay, this happened. This is something that I wanted to experience in my reality, so I called it in. And if it's something that you did not want to experience in your reality, you still manifested it, because we are creating our own realities. So you accept it. This is something that I manifested because it was a vibrational match. I was a vibrational match to that situation then. I was a vibrational match to that person then. Not today as your newly evolved self, but then I was a match to that. You have to accept that. Nothing gets created within our reality that we are not a match to. Like attracts like, right? The law of attraction. Like attracts like. We did not attract anything that we were not a vibrational match to. And I know it's kind of hard to hear that especially when it's something that, you know, it's traumatic that happened, when it's something that you feel like you were a victim of. It's hard to hear that, but that's part of releasing the past, accepting that you were a vibrational match for whatever the situation or person was. Then you have to accept, like I was saying, the good, bad, a good person, bad person, good situation, bad situation. We have been so misinformed and miseducated about good and bad, right? Because the truth is, there is no good, there is no bad. There are just choices. There are experiences that we choose to create in our realities. Now, there are low vibrational choices, which most people deem as bad, and there are high vibrational choices, which most people deem as good. But there is no right or wrong way to live your life. There is no blueprint for this is the right way to do it, right? They're just experiences, and everybody is creating their own reality through their own experiences, right? Through their own free will. So, accept that there is no good or bad. Whether you did something that, you know, you feel like it was fucked up, it was low vibrational. You can only create based on your vibration. Okay? You can only create based on your vibration. So if your vibration was low, and let's say you were under the influence of low vibrational angels, then that was the result of that. And if you didn't like the situation, at least you found out, hey, I don't like this situation. I don't want to recreate this. So you do things differently to not recreate that, right? But you didn't do anything bad. There's nothing that you need to be forgiven for. You chose to make low vibrational decisions, or you co-created a low vibrational decision with somebody else. Whatever the situation is, everyone has their own different crap, right? But realize that there is no good and there is no bad. These are just things that I experienced. And I feel like when we are able to kind of detach our emotions and our sense of worth from the things that we do or have done, especially in the past, if they did not feel high vibrational to us, we just have to accept that there is no good, there is no bad. I did this. And honestly, it is what it is. I did it. That does not make that you. That does not mean that you have to continue to be whoever you were then. So, a practical exercise. It's practical and it's spiritual as well. So I'm sure you've probably heard of like release letters. So you're going to write a release letter, whether it involves a person or a situation. You're gonna write a letter. You're gonna get all of your emotions out. Let's say it's a person. You're gonna write this letter to this person. If you want to curse them out from head to toe, call them everything in the book, you can do that in your letter. And then at the end of your letter, or in your letter, it should be included, I love you. I apologize for not always accepting you as you are. This is the one that's gonna really get you caught up. Especially if it's a situation where you feel like you were victimized. The first thing your mental is gonna say is, I'm not apologizing, I didn't do nothing wrong. That's the first thing that your mental is gonna say. I'm not apologizing for what? Why do I need to apologize? because you're the higher vibrational person. Because now that you know better, you're gonna do better. Because that's a part of releasing this for good. But you're gonna say that. You're gonna say, I apologize for not always accepting you exactly as you are. And then you're going to thank that person for the gifts that they have given you. Because believe it or not, they have given you a gift. Whether that gift was a lesson, an experience of what I do not want to have in my reality, something that came to help you grow, came to give you clarity on what you do want. So many gifts have been given. The gift of discernment, like so many gifts. So you're going to thank that person for the gifts that they have given you. And you're gonna let them know that you love them. Because they are you, and you are them. And to not love them is to not love you. So you're gonna let them know that you love them. And you're going to release any subconscious and conscious resentment towards them. Okay? And if this person is deceased, you're going to release them. You're going to write, I release you. Then you're going to take this letter and you are going to go to a sacred space, a space that is sacred to you. I have a trail that I love to go to. Every time I'm out there, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I don't start a forest fire. But it hasn't happened. Okay, so you're gonna go to a place that is sacred to you, and you're going to read this letter out loud. So it would be best if you go by yourself, unless, go by yourself. You're gonna read this letter out loud because your voice activates different things in your reality. Your voice activates different things in the universe. Your voice is powerful, so you're going to use your voice and you're gonna read this letter. Then after you read it, you're going to burn it. Now, this is probably going to be the part that catches a lot of people up, but it doesn't have to catch you up because you're ready to release this. You are going to believe that it is released. The belief, the act of believing that you have dislodged this belief and that it no longer has you in a chokehold. It no longer has to keep coming up for you. It no longer has to keep you hostage in the past, hostage to the past. You're gonna believe it. And an affirmation that I want to leave you with, a daily affirmation, affirm daily. I am free from my past and powerful in my present. Every day, I am free from my past and powerful in my present. And if those thoughts come up for you again, you're going to be able to look at them with a completely different set of eyes. With clarity, with wisdom to move forward differently. Okay? Now, for the session, right now I want you to close your eyes and I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose as I draw my symbols. And out your mouth, breathe deeply. And as you're breathing, take another deep breath in through your nose, hold it, and release that. As you are breathing, I want you to think of a time, a version of yourself that you would like to release, a version of yourself where you made low vibrational choices that did not serve you or anybody else's highest good. Your highest good. Think of that version of yourself. Call that version to the forefront. As I call in high vibrational angels, of healing, to assist me with these Reiki infused light codes to release versions of our past selves that do not serve our highest good. Now I am going to clear. We're clearing energetic cords, sealing up any holes in the 32 layers of your auric field, of your energetic field. Also clearing the solar plexus and sacral chakras. Clearing the heart chakra. So it is done. So it is uttered. So it is done. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you would like a personalized session, you can always do that at my website. You can schedule that at charmainethegoddess.com. Until next time.